whole pillar. Someone's spiritual strength is holding up maybe a union, holding it together, having to carry more of the weight than the other at this time, which is interesting because this Two of Cups typically represents two people who give equally. So, and then the next cards that came out together both had material, which is coin, pentacles, finance. So we've got material harvest and financial and material changes. So this is just pre-shuffle, and we're going to lay out a spread, but what this could indicate is that some sort of big financial changes are happening, and it is there's faith being used. Somebody's faith is holding things together at this time, which is really, really good. But I also saw 9. They got a lot of, there's 9 right there. Oh, there's another 9. Yeah, I had a lot of 9 energy. When you put these two together, it's 18, which also breaks down to 9. So I got a lot of 9 energy, and 9s are almost at the end. It's like the situation maybe not over, but getting closer, something like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and lay it out. All right, so there you go. I was going to say that. I feel like some new financial clarity, prosperity coming in. Ace of Pentacles, victory after a battle. Okay. Interesting, the Devil. So there's your energy. I mean, that's always a good sign. This is, it could be obsession, but it's being tied to something. It's not a defeat energy. Yeah, see, there you go. There's that 9. Feeling these 9s. So there's been something that's been dragging or taking too long regarding financial. Don't give up, because every successful person is going to tell you that, the reason they made it was because they didn't give up after 30 days or 40 days of doing something very consistently, or sometimes 4 months. But you pretty much are destined or guaranteed to succeed if you're taking the appropriate steps for long enough, okay? Yeah, you've got progress. See that? Let me zoom out a little. 3 of Wands. This is definitely a progress card. There's been progress. It's just maybe not where you can see it, or where you. There's some sort of, I feel like, dissatisfaction with it, but it's just because you can't see all the So if you're feeling like, well, I lost a year, or I lost this, or I wasted this time, or I've gotten nowhere, this is telling me that is not the case. You may feel like that because in the material world you're not seeing the results, and this could be love. We do have signs of love here. We'll ask some more love questions, but this is saying, no, you have made progress, so stick with it. A lot of successful people also say they just really had to get obsessed with what they were doing. There you go, the Emperor. You're going to be you're going to have success. This is money. I know we definitely have love here, but we have money too. So, bottom of the deck. Not bottom of the deck, but the bottom of the spread. We have the Knight of Cups. That's incoming love. Yeah, this is winning at all cost. Not letting go, not giving up. Okay. Don't forget who you are. Yeah, there's competition. All right, well, this definitely looks like a money spread. This is abundance, financial success. It's self-love, self-care. Don't forget to have some balance there. You definitely have forward motion. Let me see where my finger was cutting the deck. 9 of Cups. And then, King of Cups. Wow, I'm saying the wrong words. And then this is at the bottom of the deck. So walking away. So we've got something juicy going on here. Maybe some drama. This is feeling a little bit like drama. Don't engage in drama. Let's look at some. And some clarifiers. So we have the Lovers. Making a decision. A life-altering decision. So big changes don't come overnight, right? They take persistence. This is very clear. This Knight of Pentacles is about staying on your path. not giving up when you don't see the results right away. The Knight of Pentacles is my favorite knight because he comes in slow and stable. He makes slow, steady progress. I know it kind of seems like we all want this overnight progress, right? But typically when we get this big overnight progress or success, it isn't satisfying. It's not abundant. It's not abundant in all ways, in our soul, in our spirit. So this is very strong reading to take, to just stay on track, to keep going. Remember that this is all, very much about perseverance, and it is a very good sign you have money coming. You've got some serious major arcana here. You've got the Emperor, you've got the Chariot. This is destined to be, sitting on your throne, successful, respected, admired. So your faith may have to carry you through right now. We can see what's going on with love. But you have success destined. Don't sabotage it by giving up or feeling like there's too much competition. The universe is abundant. There's always enough. All right, so pay no mind to that. Looks like things are going to work out in love too. Let's see. So some of you are thinking about making enough money or whatever to support your family. Tell me why you have the Lovers and the Two of Swords. It's kind of like there's some sort of love, something being blocked here. And this might be reminding you that that's a good thing. This is so strong. What is that? Spiritual union. So somebody is going to really have to call on their faith to support through rough times. Now, strength. Oh my gosh. New beginning. What are we releasing now? What are we releasing? Okay, well, this came out earlier. Okay, these came out earlier before I turned on the camera. Sometimes, this Page of Swords is somebody who's curious and wants to know what's going on with something and someone else. But I just want to say this little tiny side note to remind you and me and everyone that sometimes watching and, paying attention to what somebody else is doing is just not even our business, for one, and for two, it's not helpful. So before you do things, ask yourself, is this helpful? Is this contributing to my long-term goal? It might give me that quick rush of, dopamine or satisfaction to see that nothing good's going on or something like that. But is it contributing to the norm? There's something you gotta walk away from. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Or something you just did walk away from. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so it looks like there's somebody or something in your past trying to maybe come in and disrupt things. I also was getting, well, I thought I got disruption. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So there is someone that could take you, my light just cut off by itself, that could take you off your path, disrupt you. Don't let it. Don't let it. So strong major arcanas here, judgment, second chances, new beginnings, but I'm so sorry, please forgive me, but I feel like there's something somewhere that you're going to have to pull your strength from within and free yourself of. It's going to take a lot of self-control, but not sink into something that is disruptive and not for your higher good. Something like that. Yes. Okay. It's very true. It's very clear. You're going to have to be very strong in holding your ground because there's some sort of, I don't know if it's a competitor, or if it's a coworker, if it's an ex-love, something wants to come in and like derail you, and you're going to be very strong to stay on your path. Something that's caused a lot of problems in the past, I believe. Let's get an oracle. Let's get an oracle. Ooh. Oh, telling you guys, these freaking cards are so strong right now. Or y'all's energy is, look at this, I am the same as everybody but with different challenges. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So there's maybe somebody that has some envy toward you, or wants to bring you down, or throw you off path, or it could even be that little voice in your head. But this is also screaming, don't compare yourself with others. So this looks like this is your message, not to compare yourself with others. Stay laser focused on your goals. Because somebody that has envy, either you or somebody else, this voice in your head, or literal voice, it could be throwing you off. So it says, we are all spirit, we are all the same. It is only roles we have chosen to play here on earth that make us seem different. The biggest lesson you have chosen is to learn to love. There are so many situations in this physical dimension that it is possible to incarnate into, but the core lesson is to look past these illusions and see yourself in everyone. Each soul has chosen its own struggles, and your task is not to judge how someone goes about overcoming those obstacles, but to assist the soul. So this could be that we're caught up on why somebody else is doing things a certain way, and that may be just like a replaying record and letting go of that. Or it's also, for some of you, I feel like this is a negative self-voice in your own head about yourself, and that needs to be let go of. Spirit has given you the tools of compassion and empathy to help you see through the eyes of those who appear different. Your ego has taught you that making other people feel insignificant or inferior will allow you to feel better about yourself. So for some, I do think this is somebody else doing this to you. But for some of you, it's you struggling with this yourself, or towards yourself even. It's an illusion. By diminishing others, you diminish yourself. Also, that would go to say, if you diminish your younger self. You know, we all have this higher self, this lower self, this outer self, this inner self, this child self, this wise self, this foolish self. We all have that. But all those parts of us play a role in you know, those emotions that we feel. They play a role, but we have to parent those emotions and remind ourselves that is not even who I am anymore. If you're getting stuck in things that you've done wrong or healing, you know, you can parent all those little parts and all those little voices inside you and remind yourself. So it's okay to have all those parts. It's called internal family systems. I'm not very well versed at it, but it's about parenting all those little people inside you, all those little voices, all those little, you know, parts of us that either got stuck in a trauma or being insulted or put down. We have a grown-up part of us now that is grown and can help those wounded little people inside us. So it says, I will treat others as I would like to be treated. Everyone in your life is here to teach you something about yourself. Accept the lesson with love and understanding. Wow. Let me see this envy real quick. You are on a successful path. But I think this has to do with voices in the head trying to derail you, or somebody else coming in that you let that person's thoughts of you or opinion of you derail you. Okay, so you must learn to accept the obstacles in your life that have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another, here we go, is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey, but to try to emulate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You've chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason. By discarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment. You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what personal challenges they may face, so to be envious is a fool's game. Be authentic to your inner voice, because you only know what is what is in your best interest. If you don't follow your own path, this is also about a path, you will have to reincarnate in an attempt to learn your original lessons again. So this is awesome, because this is a reminder. A lot of you are struggling with either this inner voice or criticism from others. So regardless of which, you treat it the same. Okay, you treat it with love and understanding of, we all have parts, we all have places in our path that we are. Let's get one more. I do feel like there's something, someone, my finger cut the deck right here. I feel like there's something, someone that can derail you. Now, again, it could be the voice in your own head, but see this round and round, and then happy, happy, and time to go. So let's read it. 45. You guys tell me where you're watching from in the comments. Let's get the comment. Please hit like if you haven't already. Let's get these videos back going. Let's see, 169 is the page number. Can you guys hear Callie snoring? Okay. Endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. So maybe that's causing some frustration to you. You're hanging on to something that's really hit its, end point. So you're at the end of a journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. So take stock in what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstance. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in a transition for time. Your destiny is calling you. So, interesting. We did have the Chariot, which is destiny. So this is, I think you're on, right at the verge of this all new thing, but holding on to something keeps getting you derailed. So maybe ask yourself, start writing it down. What is it that's holding me back from just total success? Let's read the happy card. My vision is messed up. Okay, joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself. Your happiness is a result of you being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now, so enjoy playfully splashing in it. Interesting. All right, well, let me know how that resonated, because it is a little difficult for me to totally stay on one storyline or understand it. But the major message that I got was that there's some sort of voice, someone else's or your own, that keeps kind of trying to hijack or derail you. And you may have to just, with a loving, kind of a disposition of it is what it is, acknowledge it. Okay, maybe it's equanimity, which is like, I gotta do my meditation videos. It's like when you're meditating and these thoughts are going to come up and they're going to try to derail your meditation. Instead of blocking them and making yourself rigid and hard to where you reject those thoughts, you just observe without judgment. Learning to observe without judgment. So you can observe without judgment and just kind of go, huh, and then realize that you kind of soft and subtle your energy into the environment, so that when thoughts or loud sounds come up and they just want to derail you from your focusing on your breathing, you acknowledge them and you go back into breathing. So you go back to focusing on your breath and you realize without judgment that's all normal. So that the thing about meditation is it's not not having any thoughts. It's the ability to be okay. Or that's at least the very first step of it, being okay with your thoughts and not judging them. And then when you go back you go redirect yourself, you strengthen that ability. You strengthen the ability to not be derailed by thoughts or voices or other people. I gotta do a meditation. Do you want to do a meditation real quick? Let's do one. So we're going to visualize a box, okay? And we're going to do deep breathing. So you guys go ahead and take some deep breaths while I'm saying this. But we're going to do in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, in the shape of a box. I want you guys to pick a color of your box, okay? So take a couple deep breaths. I prefer in through the nose and out through the mouth for this one, or in through the nose, out through the nose, but there's no wrong, so just whichever, okay? If you can inhale through the nose, though, it's great. If not, it's fine. There's no wrong. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a deep breath and inhale for 4. Inhale. Hold for 4, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. So that's called box breathing. You can do that anytime, anywhere. You don't even have to close your eyes if you're in a place where you can't. But that's a really, really easy, quick technique to help just chill, And then the other one is called the physiological sigh, and that's where you can just calm yourself down really fast or kind of drastically. So you take a deep, real kind of abrupt inhale through your nose if you can, and a big, deep inhale, and then right when you think you're done, you try to suck in one more little inhale, just the last little bit of air maybe that you could. So I'm going to do it for you, and then you guys can learn it, okay? So you go inhale real deep and strong, Did you hear? And then there was that second little one. And then you exhale. Slow. Make sure you breathe out all the air out of your lungs, okay? If you do that once or twice, you should feel a total, a letdown. Just everything kind of calm. All right. So anyways, I love you guys. You've got some kind of voices going on in your head that are needing to you need to develop that emotional muscle of equanimity, or just allowing things, or not letting voices in your head, other people, things derail you. Okay. I think I'm going to work on a meditation video. I love you guys. Let me know. Let's talk in the comments and tell me hi.